Hey, welcome back to my channel. So, Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is a 2024 anime that I absolutely like. It's still airing, and we are to date. We have 8 episodes out. Now, I'm going to do this in one take. I'm going to give you a little bit of an introduction of what this anime is about and give you a quick feedback, my opinion that you can take and into account, or you just, you can ignore it. Right. So Stellar Leveling is based in Japan. I'd say a bit of a futuristic Japan, hypothetical kind of different dimension kind of Japan. It's always Japan, isn't it? So this happened. Something happens 10 years in the past, where some it's weird gates started appearing in Japan. These gates are gates to another dimension, and this new dimension are filled with scary monsters. So once a gate appears, hunters have 7 days to enter the gates and eliminate all the different ranking monsters. The ultimate goal is to kill the boss, and once the boss has been eliminated, all the hunters have 1 hour to raid I say dungeon because they are dungeons, before the gate closes and the connection between the real world and this other dimension will be closed forever. Now, hunters. So when these gates appeared for the first time in Japan, something weird started happening to humans. Humans started developing supernatural skills, magical skills. These skills then were ranked from S to E. So you have S, A, B, C, D, E, S being the strongest ranking, E being the weakest ranking. So did I say correctly? S, A, B, C, D, E. E is the weakest. They're called hunters because they have very extraordinary abilities. They're very strong and they have quite interesting skills, and these are only the only people that are able to go into this, that are able and they're allowed to enter the gates and eliminate the monsters. Once a hunter, you can form your own team, and there is a minimum number of people that needs to that each group have to be able to enter the gates. In the gates, you're once you eliminate the monsters, you're able to raid and they basically take home whatever treasure you find, and different treasures are available in these gates. You can There are some stones that are able to create energy, quite clean energy, and then there's like stones that you can use to make very powerful weapons, and you can keep the things that you find, but also you can sell them. With the pairing of these gates, with the pairing of these monsters, the society changes drastically. You have guilds that started being formed, and the guilds basically control the hunting of the gates. So you have that power dynamics being developed. Now, let's get into our main character. So we have this boy. He's quite a young boy, and he developed obviously a skill. He's a hunter, but he unfortunately is known to be the weakest of hunters because he's ranked as an E. The Our main protagonist has quite a poor or a sad family story. He is the oldest son of this woman who has developed an incurable illness. So the mother is in hospital and she's not able to speak, talk. She's in a forever sleep, and he also has a sister that he wants to take care of. So he's going into these adventures. He's going into these gates to hope in the hopes of finding treasures to be able to pay for hospital's bills and also pay for the sister's education. But like I said, he is the weakest of the hunters in history. He's very weak. He's ranked E. So the very first 2 episodes, I have to say, were really, really interesting. I gave this anime a second chance, because the first time I watched it, I was really disappointed and I really didn't like what I was saying. I didn't like the animation style, which, in my opinion, changed from episode one to episode two. Now, you have to keep watching this anime. You have to keep watching episode one. Once it starts, believe me when I tell you that when the episode starts, you will be turned off if you're like me, because just the first few seconds, the first few minutes are not great, but if you keep watching, you will not be disappointed. So in episode one and episode two, we are given basically the baseline for the rest of the story. We are given the we're introduced to, what is going to then be the rest of the story. So you need to pay attention. We have our main character. Like I said, he's a hunter and he's ranked E level, so he's not very good. And he goes into this expedition with his teammates, which are way higher than him. He's doesn't have a lot of, or good weapons, because he's an E, a hunter, and he's not able then to defeat strong enough monsters to be able to get treasures and pay for better weapons and so on and so forth. They go to this they are raiding this dungeon, they're in this gate, and they manage to kill, I guess, the boss, but somehow they find a gate and they decide to go into this gate. So what we expected to happen was, after they killed the boss, they needed to get out. And even when they see this gate that they never saw before, or they weren't expecting, the right thing to do was to exit the gate and inform a guild and get someone with a higher ranking to enter the gate or to investigate, because you are able to enter the gate based on your ranking. So there are people in this new society that investigate the gate, and they basically define the maximum ranking or the maximum level of hunter that will be able to eliminate, or will be able to get into the gate and successfully kill or eliminate the monster in the gate. So when they found this, once they killed the monster, the boss, they found a door that they weren't expecting. They should have exited the gate and informed some kind of authority, but they didn't do that. They decided to open the gate, and venture in it to explore it, because they thought that surely they whatever they find in this gate, they will be able to deal with. They were wrong. Okay, they were really, really wrong, because again, these gates appeared 10 years ago and they're still quite not really known. The humans don't really understand it. They're trying to, but there's a lot of things that are still unclear. The gate that they found, it was a completely different thing from what they expected. And if, let's assume that like 12 of them entered this new gate that they found inside the gate, that they found a gate in a gate. So the 12 hunters that went into this gate, inside the gate, of the 12 hunters that went into the gate, inside the gate, half of them made it out, and the ones that made it out barely. Our main protagonist was the last man standing, and after this experience, and you have to watch the anime and watch episode one to understand what I'm talking about, he gained extraordinary powers. He gained a particular skill as a result of his survival. He gained the skill that enabled him to level up in ranking, which is something that is unheard of. It's because when you have as a hunter, when you are ranked, you cannot improve your ranking. So if you're ranked as an S, you will always be an S in terms of skills, ability. If you're ranked an E, you always be an E in terms of like strength and ability. So him being able to now move up in ranking was something extraordinary that he had to keep secret. So we see him within a span of time going from ranking E to a different ranking that we don't know about, because he wasn't able to then go back and text or get evaluated for the ranking that he's now at. Okay, so this is a quick recap of honestly the first episode, first two episodes, but there is so much more that's going to happen, so much more than you're going to find out, you're going to understand. We are in episode 8 at the moment, and I just finished episode 8, and I have to say this anime just keeps getting better and better. If you decide to watch it, let me know what you think about it. Did you like my reviews? Have you seen the first few episodes? What do you think about it? Do you think this is gonna be the probably the best anime of 2024, or do you believe that there's going to be others? Leave a feedback, leave a comment, share. If you don't like my commentary, you can keep your comments to yourself. I'm joking. Leave a comment if you don't like my commentary. If you like to see me comment something else. If you have suggestions of anime that I should check out, please let me know. And yes, I hope you enjoy Solo Leveling.